फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Cricket Next. I am Surama Kaushik. Good news of the day is that India displayed a really phenomenal performance with both bat and ball. Well, India won 35 for 1, trailing by just 83 runs. It's the exact score that anybody would have loved to watch and we are looking at. But also, it would have been even better if Yashasvi Jaiswal still playing. He played really well, but the current situation is that on ground you'll see Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill taking up the field on day 2. But what all happened on day 1? Let's hear it out from Soumya Kapoor and Kanav Bali, because there's a lot to discuss and many achievements to talk about. Soumya, first of all, the day started on a very beautiful note when our Ashwin got that memento 100th test match. It's a big milestone. But what can be better than taking 4-wicket haul on your 100th test match? How do you describe it? Do you think that the journey has come to a very beautiful place where it all began?
No, I just want Kuldeep Yadav to give Ashwin one of his wickets in place of the ball that he was offering. वो जो एक gesture था कुलदीप का, उसकी जगह एक wicket दे देते यार, फाइफर पूरा हो जाता. But no, a great journey. I have been a very big fan of Ashwin right from the very starting of his career. You don't really find those kind of players every now and then. Very intelligent, someone who is always up to adding armor to adding more weapons to his armor. And I just feel ये जो 100वां टेस्ट है ये थोड़ा लेट आया. This could have come a bit early. ये पहले हो जाना चाहिए था अब तक, but all said and done, जब होना होता है तब ये सब तभी होता है. And we have had cricketers जिन्होंने 99 टेस्ट भी खेले हैं, लेकिन they haven't been able to touch that 100 mark. So it's a great achievement for him, and a lot many wickets in his column, and I just hope he continues to do that. For what a brilliant bowling performance from him as well. The spinners, there was a bit of a turn in the later stage of the game, later stage of the day, and he capitalized on it very well. He and Kuldeep just rattled through the English batting lineup, and great that they dwindled them out on the first day in the start of the third session, if I'm not mistaken, because पहले session में 100 रन लगा दिए थे इंग्लैंड ने with at a loss of just 2 wickets. So we were talking about it कि शायद 300 या 350 हो सकता है दिन के end में, which didn't happen. So it's a good sign for Indian team, and the only the only thing they need to do is stick to the basics and just pile up as many runs as you can, because batting fourth on these conditions on this kind of a track is going to be very tricky. So just don't want India to bat now.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about India's batting a little later in this live session, because there's obviously a lot to talk about batting as well. The way Yashasvi Jaiswal with those sixes to Shoaib Bashir in the 9th over. Then obviously the way Shubman Gill is batting is also very positive, and Rohit Sharma's 50 as well. But right now, let's focus on bowling. Two great bowlers in today's match. Obviously, Soumya talked about our Ashwin, and the more we talk will be lesser for our Ashwin. But let's also talk about Kuldeep Yadav, the man with five-for. Kind of Kuldeep's five-for reminds me of 2017. And I remember in yesterday's live session with all our panelists, everybody was talking about whether Kuldeep should be in 11 or not. And everybody had their own views and, different perspectives about Kuldeep Yadav. But I still remember what Jamie said. Jamie said that in 2017 conditions were different, and you just can't judge a player with one spell, or you can't judge a player with one series. But I think Kuldeep has made his mark again with such phenomenal spell today. The five-for that he took, and all big wickets. As we're talking about England's show today, the first session someone might say that it belonged to England, but the lunch and the tea, that session was all in all about Kuldeep Yadav and Ashwin. How do you see Kuldeep's performance as a whole in this match?
Amazing. I mean, we have been talking about Kuldeep Yadav for so long now, and the sad part is that he has only played 12 Test matches in the last what so many
7 years,
years,
7
and
years.
it's the last 7 years. Well, to put a number on it, last 7 years only 12 Test matches, and someone of his caliber. It's the point is that you already have Ashwin and Jadeja, and you don't play a third spinner itna. But then again, if you have someone of this caliber, a left arm Chinaman, and this is a rarity. Yeah. This is a rare breed that you get a left arm Chinaman on these kind of pitches. He will always have some pace. He will always give you wickets, and especially on those wickets where Jadeja and Ashwin won't be that effective. Kuldeep Yadav will somehow find a way because of as I said, the left arm Chinaman, that angle and that googly. There are it requires a lot of skills to read the ball from their hand. और कुलदीप यादव स्मार्ट है पहले उनमें फ़र्क ये आया है उनमें ग्रोथ ये आई है कि वो काफ़ी इम्प्रूव काफ़ी मैच्योर हुए हैं एज अ बॉलर पहले वो एक यंग ब्रैश जो कहते हैं कि लाइनर लेंथ उनकी वेवर्ड हो जाती थी अब वो सीखते हैं अगर उनको शॉट्स पड़ते हैं तो वो उस बॉल से सीखते हैं कि मैंने और सीखना मतलब उसी ओवर में या एक ओवर लेंगे ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा पहले जब
Yeah.
खराब बॉलिंग शुरू होती थी वो लंबे टाइम तक चलती थी नाउ ही हैज़ मैच्योर्ड काफ़ी टाइम इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट से दूर भी बिताया उन्होंने प्रैक्टिस की काफ़ी प्रैक्टिस की एंड आई वी वर डिस्कसिंग ड्यूरिंग द रणजी गेम आई वाज डिस्कसिंग विद few of my fellow journalists about Kuldeep Yadav and his career and the kind of struggle that he had to go through being out of the team the way he practiced so काफ़ी उन्होंने maturity लाई है अपने में as a bowler and the results are I mean ही इज दैट गुड अ बॉलर यार वो 5 विकेट्स लेते हैं तो वो डिजर्व करते हैं जिस तरीके का आपने कहा कि हर विकेट इंपॉर्टेंट थी बड़ी बड़ी विकेट्स थी एंड सम ऑफ दोज बॉल्स वी टॉक्ड अबाउट जैक क्रॉली वाला डिसमिसल that's you rarely see a dismissal like that जिस तरीके की बॉल स्पिन हुई जैक क्रॉली had absolutely no idea so I'm really first of all thankful कि इंडिया ने खिलाया they didn't go for the third seamer वाला वो डिबेट के धर्मशाला है इंग्लिश कंडीशंस जो क्लोजेस्ट हमें मिल सकती है लेट्स प्ले एक्स्ट्रा सीमर thankfully they went with Kuldeep Yadav instead of an extra seamer and he gave you the reason why you should always go for him as the extra bowler.
Yeah, and Karav, you touched upon quite a few important points about Kuldeep Yadav. One that I would like to highlight here is about Kuldeep's journey. Yesterday in presser, Rohit Sharma also talked about Kuldeep's journey, and he said that we always had a discussion about why Kuldeep hasn't played so many tests, but it's been a case of injury, the setback. But the line that Rohit Sharma quoted in the presser was that this series is all about comebacks. And I think for Kuldeep also, you can say that it's a comeback for him because for a few years, the position where he was, the things that he dealt with, nobody was even thinking of Kuldeep Yadav at a point of time. But you see what Kuldeep Yadav is doing in test format now. And Soumya, I think I would love to know more about Kuldeep Yadav from you because you always talk about him and what brilliance that he comes up with. Today it was his wizardry to take 5 wickets and all key wickets. And as we're talking about that England's 7 wickets fell in just 43 runs, and England went downhill after putting up a good starting show. I think Kuldeep Yadav is that one person who truly deserves the credit. And if India will win this test match, a lot of things will be on Kuldeep's shoulders that he has truly achieved on day one.
First of all, I would like to answer Kannav on this thing that he talked about the Zak Crawley wicket. भाई कुलदीप जब बॉल कर रहा था तो ऐसा बॉल देखने को मिलता है. You forgot Babar Azam. Okay, on a light. Okay, that is on the lighter note. But yeah, if you have a left arm Chinaman at your disposal in your cricketing circuit, just bloody make your bowling attack around him. I always say this.
Yeah.
This is a rare talent, and someone like Kuldeep who has dealt with so many setbacks. IPL का setback रेड बॉल पे भी दिखा वाइट बॉल पे भी दिखा वो एक ओवर में जो छक्के गए उसके बाद जो कम बैक किया that has been a just that has been an amazing journey. But the it was also about is the pace of the ball. He just increased that a bit. जो एक consistent pace है वो थोड़ा तेज करा है when he came when he made the return, and that has done wonders for him I feel. और उसके साथ साथ the way he capitalizes on the track, he had there was a bit of turn on offer for the spinners, and what a bowling. Plus you can't really read his wrong one, that the one that move away from the right hander. I was talking about Dhruv Jurel's stumping against Olivo, जो अब उन्होंने क्यों दिया कि आगे बढ़ेगा. Kuldeep did hear that, और उन्होंने exactly वही करा. He just moved it away from him. Ollie Pope came up, down the
Yeah.
track and got stumped. So this is something which has been working for Kuldeep for quite some time now. वो एकदम से जो एक बाहर निकलता हुआ डालते हैं right hander को, at times it gives you an edge, at times it gives you, it just breaches the defense, drags the batsman out of the crease, and there's a stumping chance. So वो एक फैक्टर है जो बहुत सारी विकेट्स देता है कुलदीप को, बट द स्पीड थिंग, द इंक्रीज इन द पेस थोड़ा सा वो
Yeah.
बहुत काम करता है इनके लिए. So yeah, great journey. Started off in this. We picked up a 4 for at the very venue, at the same venue. What 7 years back, and now he's back here, stamping his authority again. And good to see यार. मैं तो बहुत बड़ा fan रहा हूँ, बहुत starting से. जब उनको IPL में छक्के पड़े थे, मैं तब भी उतना ही बड़ा fan था. That happens with a lot of players. ऐसा नहीं है कि पहले प्लेयर हैं या आखिरी प्लेयर थे जिन्हें रन उस टाइम पे रन पड़े थे, पूरा उस ओवर में रन पड़े थे. So he's a talented bowler, and and yeah, Kanav rightly mentioned. Thanks to the team management for sticking with him and not going in for another pacer. So I would have gone in for another pacer, और मैं जिसका जो ऑप्शन लेके चल रहा था, मुझे बहुत गाली पड़ेगी सोशल मीडिया पे, because that would have hindered our batting a bit. बट अश्विन को मैं जरूर खिलाता. कुलदीप मेरे लिए कभी 11 से बाहर नहीं जाते. तो अगर कोई एक स्पिनर बाहर बैठता मेरे हिसाब से, तो शायद वो जाडेजा ही होते. तो इट्स गुड दैट वी हैव थ्री स्पिनर्स इन द 11, बिकॉज जाडेजा को आप नहीं बिठाते ऑफ कोर्स, एंड दिस वुड हैव अ थर्ड पेसर वुड हैव कम एट द कॉस्ट ऑफ कुलदीप यादव, जिन्होंने पंजा खोल दिया एंड हैज सर्टेनली स्क्रिप्टेड अ विन फॉर यू. आई बिकॉज ये जिस तरीके का ट्रैक है ना यार, यहाँ पे 150-200 की लीड भी अगर आपने ले ली, इट्स गेम सेट मैच.
Well, absolutely. And you rightly mentioned, Soumya, about Jadeja and, our Ashwin. And जैसे आपने कहा कि अगर 3 spinners नहीं होते तो शायद आपको कुलदीप नहीं मिलते. And that would have been might have been the first choice कि आप कुलदीप को रेस्ट करा दो और आप एक और पेसर ले आओ. But अगर हम वही देखें जो रोहित शर्मा ने कल कहा, he actually mentioned, why Kuldeep hasn't got many chances in the format. And he also mentioned, how Jadeja and Ashwin are their, prime spinners, and why they always deserve to be in the team. But all of that apart, we know what Team India did today, the 11 that they chose, and it had 3 spinners. So good decision by Team India over there. And why I'm saying good decision, because you can see it clearly on the cards why it came out to be a good decision, the way Kuldeep Yadav took 5 wickets and Ashwin 4. So a great decision by Team India there. And again, I'll go back to this line that I started with, that today's day is a day where we have a lot to talk about, starting from a debutant, Devdutt Padikkal. Till yesterday, everybody was like, oh no, Patidar will get one more chance, and he should get one more chance and all
You
of
won't
that. But
talk
today,
about Devdutt Padikkal. You will talk about Rajat Patidar for that matter.
yeah. No, what I'm saying is that till yesterday, everybody was talking about Patidar, and everyone was saying why he deserves a chance or why he should get a chance in the 11. But today we saw Devdutt Padikkal in the 11. That's also something to talk about. But I think I'll reserve that topic for our later live session, and let's go to our batters, because Yashasvi Jaiswal,
I won't be there for that live session. A question from my side to all the panelists. इंजरी क्या थी एग्जैक्टली? आई वांट टू नो. आई रेड समवेयर कि कुछ एंकल पे लगा उनको, इसलिए वो एंड दैट वो थोड़ा शोर कर गया, इसलिए वो अवेलेबल नहीं थे सिलेक्शन के लिए. बट ये चीज़ हमारे को आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड. ये टॉस पे क्यों पता लगा? ये फुटनोट तो पहले, ये एक ट्वीट तो बीसीसीआई डाल सकता है. दे आर आई मीन दे आर एक्टिव इनफ टू डू दैट. खैर ठीक है. As a
who
lot of
knows?
people say,
But Soumya,
BCCI and communication don't go hand in hand.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure you might. I'm sure you must have read Sahil Malhotra's tweet on that, where he mentioned that I was there and I saw that he got a couple of blows on the thigh guard, but he might have got hurt on his ankle while they were.
Thigh guard, लेकिन ankle पे कैसे?
The fact that he got hit on his thigh guard and the ball didn't connect to his bat is the reason that he has an ankle injury now.
Well, that's the actual reason. Okay, but let's quickly go to the Indian batters today. Kind of Yashasvi Jaiswal. He's just unstoppable. He's
But
He's
I'm very
actually
disappointed. Kind of after you complete, I'll
We'll
just
talk
go
about the
on. Yeah,
dismissal. We'll talk
yeah,
about the
you can go
dismissal,
ahead.
but
Yeah.
he has achieved, 700 runs in series, and he's just inching closer to Sunil Gavaskar's record. Just 70 odd runs short of that record, and might we get to see that as well in the series. But 1,000 Test runs, that's also something, a great, great record by a youngster who's just 23-year-old. Kanav, do you think that it was, obviously, I know it was a disappointing sight to see his dismissal, but what do you have to say about Jaiswal? The way he has performed in this series is truly exceptional and incredible.
He's a gun player, Surma. I don't think there's any doubt about it. He's the absolute gun player. The word that comes to my mind when I see Shashi Jaiswal in red ball cricket is ease. The way he bat, it looks like every run he's scoring is coming with ease. उनको कोई struggle नहीं करना पड़ रहा. कोई वो ऐसा नहीं edge लग रहे हैं. कोई dirty वो kind of वो बोलते हैं ना जो दिखने में अच्छे runs नहीं होते. The way he plays his shots, be it the inside out shot, the confidence that a youngster has. यार इतनी कम ओवर में इतना confidence होना. Yes, the England spin bowling attack is not that good, but still you need confidence to do what he has been doing in this series. 700 plus runs in, it's not an easy task, no matter how bad a bowling lineup is in your opposite you. Still to come out and score these many runs, two double hundreds. I mean, it looks like he has been playing for so many years now. एक बहुत ही हम experienced senior की बात कर रहे हैं, but just to think of the fact that he made his debut just few matches back, just a year back, West Indies में, it really shocks you. आज I agree, he was looking extremely good, but वो हम कहते हैं ना हिंदी में भावनाओं में बह गए. वो थोड़ा खेलते खेलते भाव, and this is something that will come to him with experience. वो जब उनको लगेगा कि दो शॉट्स आ गए हैं, दो फोर्स आ गए हैं, तीन चौके ऐसे कुछ आ गया है, तो let's take a single, let's rotate the strike, and this is something that will come with experience with every match he plays. But as of now, this guy completely belongs to international cricket, because domestic में काफी लोग अच्छे होते हैं. It's one thing that you are a gun player in domestic, but when you come to international, do you belong there? This is something that needs to be seen. In case of Rajat Patidar, unfortunately, I know it's too soon to say, but जिस तरीके से वो international cricket में खेल रहे हैं, it feels like he doesn't belong there. But जिस हिसाब से जायसवाल खेलते आए हैं, I mean, it really really अगर बैठ के एक बार सोचे ना कि ही इज अ यंगस्टर, उन्होंने अभी डेब्यू किया था एक साल पहले, एंड टू हैव दिस एश्योरिटी कि आप अगर टेस्ट प्लेइंग 11 का नाम लिखो ना, तो रोहित शर्मा, द लाइक्स ऑफ रोहित शर्मा, विराट कोहली, उनके साथ आपको जायसवाल भी अब लिखना पड़ेगा. हल्का सा भी डाउट नहीं होगा किसी के मन में कि जायसवाल खेलेंगे कि नहीं खेलेंगे. ऑफ कोर्स सब्जेक्टिव टू इंजरी, अगर भगवान न करे ऐसी कोई इंजरी हो उनको, बट ही इज अ गन प्लेयर, ही इज अ रियल टैलेंट.
Absolutely. And you rightly mentioned Kanav, he's not even a year old in the test format. In 2023, when he made his debut against West Indies, he scored brilliant runs over there. Then two double tons here in this series, and this another half century. Well, today he threw away his wicket. Soumya, you said that you are disappointed with Yashasvi Jaiswal, but the way he has scored runs in this series, won't you bar him for just this one?
That's okay, that happens. But पता है होता क्या है, जो ये ऑलरेडी बहुत बड़ा प्लेयर बनने वाला है. That's not my prediction. Everyone says that. तो
Yep.
बड़े प्लेयर के साथ एक प्रॉब्लम क्या होती है ना, उसका एक लीन पैच जरूर आता है बहुत बड़ा. तो जो उस समय रन नहीं बनने ना, वो अभी बना ले, क्योंकि अभी जो बल्ले पे चढ़ रहा है ना, वो पार जा रहा है, वो बल्ले का बीच ही पकड़ रहा है. So if he would have got out of a miscued stroke या bold होता है, LBW होता है, I would still have been okay कि अच्छे बॉल पे आउट हुआ. But that was a bad shot because you already have got a couple of fours if I'm not mistaken. दो चौके
Yes,
लगा दिए
yes.
थे, 50 पूरे कर दिए थे.
Yeah.
100 again, another 100 was there for the taking. That was just giving away his wicket. So मैं उससे थोड़ा disappointed था. Yes, सनी इनका comment मैंने पढ़ लिया. He had a rush of blood. It's okay. Yes, it is okay. I'm not blaming him for what he did. I'm just saying कि you could have added 50-60 more to that total. बड़ा एक score आ सकता था, but that's okay. Records, yeah, records तो बनते रहते हैं. Records is not a problem. लेकिन as I said, जब बल्ले का बीच नहीं मिलेगा, तो उस टाइम के लिए कवर अप करने के लिए, कवर अप एज एन वो वाले रन अभी बना लो, क्योंकि अभी जो भी बल्ले पे चढ़ रहा है वो पार हो रहा है. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई एम अ बिट डिसअपॉइंटेड. बाकी ठीक है, होता है, आई अंडरस्टैंड. रश ऑफ ब्लड था, ठीक है, यंगस्टर है, सीखेगा, ऐसे ही सीखेगा. But
Yeah.
I really love the way he bats. You can sense that
Yeah.
इनके बारे में एक चीज बोली जाती है that he is somebody who likes to bat, likes to stay at the crease.
Yeah.
Staying at the crease is
Yeah.
like उसको उसको बैटिंग करना है, उसको नेट से बाहर
Yeah.
नहीं आना, उसको क्रीज से बाहर नहीं, that you can feel that. So that's
Yeah.
what I love about him. And ऐसे ही प्लेयर जो है ना वो बहुत बड़े बड़े स्कोर बनाते हैं. And obviously Indian future seems to be in very good hands. He is there, शुभमन इज देयर. अगेन शुभमन से मैं आई एम अगेन डिसअपॉइंटेड कि क्यों लगाया वो छक्का भाई सेकंड लास्ट बॉल पे, क्या जरूरत था. ठीक है, फील्ड एग्रेसिव लगा रखी है, फील्ड फील्ड अंदर है, क्यों उठाना है. So these guys just need to learn that part of Test cricket कि ऐसे सिचुएशन पे मत करो. I have a very interesting comment here.
Yeah.
My t-shirt there says perfectly audience. Yeah, this is for the Indian cricket though, because
Well, yes.
we have people like Yashasvi Jaiswal, Shubman Gill, Akashdeep, Mohammad Siraj. These young. I'll still
Yeah.
count Siraj in that category because
Okay. Yeah.
हुआ है अभी टेस्ट क्रिकेट में. So yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah,
But yeah.
I can give it to ठीक है, हो गया, बट आगे से ध्यान रखे क्योंकि बड़े बड़े स्कोर लगाने का मौके मिलते हैं. और ऐसे स्टेडियम में अगर आप बड़ा स्कोर लगा देते जहाँ प्लेयर्स कहीं ना कहीं, जब बैट्समैन ने स्ट्रगल किया है किसी किसी पैचेस में, इंग्लैंड बैट्समैन ने बहुत किया, तो एक और कॉन्फिडेंस बूस्टअप होता. बट इट्स ओके, दिस हैपेंस.
Yeah. Yes, it happens, and Yashasvi Jaiswal is not the first one, as you rightly mentioned. There have been a lot of cricketers who go through such kind of a phase, but I think this is a phase that Yashasvi Jaiswal must enjoy. He's been just banking runs after runs in all the matches that he has played so far, and let's see what he will do in the upcoming tournaments as well. But as
100
Soumya
टेस्ट
mentioned
खेलेगा,
about
100 टेस्ट खेलेगा. If you remember
well,
that popular saying from the former coach, I guess it was about Gill, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was about Gill. Well, let's also talk about Shubman Gill quickly because you mentioned about how these youngsters really want to bat long and they spend a lot of time in nets. Shubman Gill is also one of those batters who loves to spend a lot of time in nets and practice shots, different kind of shots. Kind of as Soumya mentioned about why he went for that six, and why he was playing that way. I actually feel differently this time, and I want to know your opinion as well, Kanav, because in this series we have seen the fall of Shubman Gill. I won't actually say a big fall of Shubman Gill, but we saw that Shubman Gill was struggling. So I would actually say that Shubman Gill struggled in the series, and we saw that how he overcame that struggle, made runs, and today it felt that he was a bit fearless, the way he was batting, the way he was going after the shots. There might be a case that he might fumble tomorrow and might give away his wicket. But I like the intent from Shubman Gill that was missing in, say, first test match of the series. What you have to say, Kanav? Do you think that Shubman Gill should continue the way he is batting, or he should change a bit in his intent and bat longer with Rohit Sharma tomorrow?
See, this is the Shubman Gill that I know personally, because in the sense that this is the kind of batter that he has always been. He looks for runs. He likes to have runs under his name on the scoreboard. And earlier in the series जब उनके रन नहीं आ रहे थे और एक बहुत बड़ी डिबेट उठी थी कि क्या उनके 11 में होना चाहिए नहीं होना चाहिए, which was right at that time because he was going through a horrible form. But the main reason that we all rather discussed during all the lives that we did in that phase was that he's going into a shell. वो एक ऐसे
Yeah.
शेल में जा रहे हैं वेरी वेरी अनलाइक शुभमन गिल. और उस उससे होता क्या था, वो कम से कम चलो ठीक है 40 बॉलें 50 बॉलें खेल जाते हैं, बट देन हिज स्कोर्स वर नॉट दैट गुड, and
Yeah.
that showed on his face the pressure that he was taking on himself to score runs. And उसी के लिए he was scoring at such a low strike rate. Now strike rate in test is a very subjective thing. Some believe कि ठीक है you can take your time, some believe कि if you are a natural stroke hitter you should play your shots. But Shubman Gill, it was quite evident that he was struggling with the fact that he was going so deep into a shell कि वो रन्स नहीं आ रहे थे. वो डॉट बॉल पे डॉट बॉल पे डॉट बॉल, और होता क्या था, एवरी 15 बॉल्स उनका जो इंस्टिंक्ट था कि रन्स नहीं आए, आई नीड टू स्कोर रन्स, उसमें यूज टू प्ले अ रैश शॉट और वो आउट हो जाते थे 9 out of 10 टाइम्स. आई एम रियली हैप्पी विद द वे दैट ही प्लेड टुडे. 39 बॉल 26, अभी भी 100 के नीचे, काफी नीचे स्ट्राइक रेट है, बट देन टू हिट अ बॉल फॉर अ 6 ऑन द सेकंड लास्ट बॉल ऑफ द डे, it means that he is not going into a shell, he is open now, सीरीज जीत चुके हैं, मे बी प्रेशर कम है, एक सेंचुरी आ चुकी है, तो he is a bit relaxed, but I am really happy with the fact that it was a calculated shot, fielder आगे था, he knew what he was doing, it was not a rash shot, and when he plays aggressive shot इन कॉन्फिडेंस ना, आई हैव अ लॉट ऑफ बिलीफ इन हिम, क्योंकि पहले वो जो एग्रेसिव शॉट खेल रहे थे वो इसलिए खेल रहे थे क्योंकि वो शेल में जा चुके थे, उनको कुछ दिख नहीं रहा था, उनको एक शॉट मारना था खुद का प्रेशर रिलीज करने के लिए, एंड दैट इज वेयर यू गेट आउट, बट दिस इज द शुभमन गिल दैट आई लाइक, आई होप ही, बिकॉज पिच इज यार, इट्स अ बेल्टर ऑफ अ पिच, ना उनका बॉलिंग अटैक इतना स्ट्रांग है, ना पिच में इतने डिमांड्स है,
this is
यू
what
कैन
I'm
गो,
this is what exactly I mean, because आप अभी शेल में हो नहीं, so you can certainly dictate your innings, okay, कि आपको पेस किस तरीके से करना. I'm not against him, taking that chance, but it is just that the timing of that stroke, I just feel that wasn't right, क्योंकि अगर यहाँ पे विकेट निकल जाता है यार, फिर क्या है ना कि आपने जो मेहनत करी है ना 38 बॉल, वो खराब हो जाती है. अभी क्या, अभी आप सेट हो, प्रेशर नहीं है, 80 रन का ट्रेल है, सीरीज हाथ में है, 4 दिन का खेल है, आराम से डोमिनेट करो, लगाओ 150-200 रन, क्योंकि दिस इज द टाइम, एज आई सेड, दैट इज व्हाई आई एम डिसअपॉइंटेड विद जयसवाल एज वेल, क्योंकि दिस इज द टाइम जो सब कुछ सारी चीजें आपके हाथ में है. सीरीज इज नॉट ऑन द, इट इज जस्ट द WTC पॉइंट्स दैट आर ऑनलाइन एट स्टेक, ओके. बड़े स्कोर लगाओ, दबा दो अपोजिशन को, बिल्कुल गड्ढा बना दो बिल्कुल उनके लिए. एंड
but the senior Gill approved it. Senior Gill approved of it. He was very happy after that shot.
I know that. I'm just saying, I'm not against that intent. ठीक है, अगर यार इंटेंट भी आप तब दिखा सकते हो जब आपका जो इनिंग्स है ना, या जिस तरीके से आप खेल रहे हो वो आपके कंट्रोल में है. एज यू राइटली मेंशन, हार्श शॉट, रैश शॉट खेलना और टाइम करना उसी शॉट को, ये दो बहुत थिन लाइन होती है इसके अंदर. अगर आप अपने शेल में हो तो आप उसको ही रैश बोलोगे, अगर आप उस जोन में नहीं, उस अपने जोन में हो, तब उसको एग्रेसिव स्ट्रोक बोलोगे. नॉट सेइंग कि ऐसा स्ट्रोक क्यों खेला, किसी और टाइम पे खेलते समझ आता मुझे. सेकंड लास्ट पे जस्ट पेनल्टी मेड बॉल आउट होके अगर फर्स्ट डे पे आप चले जाते ना, फिर वो रिग्रेट रहता. लास्ट टेस्ट मैच है, उसके बाद बहुत लंबा टाइम है टेस्ट क्रिकेट के लिए, इसे बड़ा बनाओ, मारो 200 150 200 रन मारो, रिकॉर्ड तोड़ो, बढ़िया घर पे खेल रहे हो, कंडीशंस अपने पास हैं, और दबा दो अपोजिशन को बिल्कुल. सो दिस इज व्हाट आई एम विद इंटेंट.
Well, yes, Soumya, I completely agree with the line that you mentioned, you know, कि आपके पास काफी time है. Obviously, if you had asked any Indian player at the start of day one that what you want at the end of day one, they might have said this only: to bowl out England and to bat, at the end of the day and score more than 100 runs. And that's exactly what Team India has done. They might be happy with the kind of performance that they have produced on day one in Dharamsala, but a lot many days are still left in this test match, and we're really eager to see Indian batting tomorrow.
इसीलिए लंबा बैट करो, बहुत दिन है, लंबा 2 दिन बैट करो, और उसके बाद वो 180 ओवर किसी हाल में नहीं बैटिंग करेंगे, उनको पेशेंस है ही नहीं इतना भाई.
Yeah. So it's a good so there are good conditions, good wickets. So I think Team India should bat longer on day 2. But before wrapping up this live session, let me tell all our viewers that we will be doing a detailed analysis of day 1 of the 5th Test match going in Dharamsala. With us, we'll be having Sahil Malhotra, Cricket Next correspondent from Dharamsala. He'll be telling you everything inside out of the game and what all the players said after the match and the pressers. But let me tell you, and I would love to end this live with what Kuldeep Yadav said. He said that, I have put a lot of hard work, so I really deserve this. The hard work that I have put in after my surgery in 2021. He also talked about, that people call that it's magic and it's all wizardry, but it's hard work. It's all the work that you put into your skill, the things that you think after the game and then produce them on ground. Well, we'll discuss about Kuldeep Yadav, our Ashwin, Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, and everybody else in the next live session that'll begin from 6:45 p.m. onwards. So you all stay tuned with Cricket Next, and we'll be taking up all.
Please ask Mr. Malhotra, क्या राहुल द्रविड़ ने डे एंड में जाके पिच को देखा? from my side.
I'll definitely ask this, and I'll also ask about Rajat Patidar's injury, what all happened, especially with the tweet that Sahil did today. Well, thank you so much, Kanav and Soumya, for joining
Injured in
Okay, thank you so much, Soumya and Kanav, for joining with me, and thank you so much, everyone. See you, everyone, at 6:45.
फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट।